Good morning, Fiji, and welcome to another episode of the Brunch on MaiTV. I'm Stanley Simpson.
And I'm Jacquee Speight. Thank you for joining us on the show. We hope you've had a great Friday morning so far and are ready for an even better weekend.
That's right. Coming up on the show this morning, we got an interview with the Constitution Review Commission Chair, Sevuloni Valenitabua, who is leading consultations in Laos at the moment. And we'll also hear from Fiji Sun journalist Sosiveta Koroibiau, who is also in Laos. But before we get into the serious stuff, Jacquee, how was your weekend?
How's my week? My week has been good. The weekend is coming.
The weekend's the weekend's just starting.
Exactly. You're ready for the weekend.
I'm ready for the weekend. And it's been another week where, the usual statement comes, so many things happen.
So many things happening. I just opened the papers and that's the first time for me to see it. So the PRB residents have been declared squatters. This is in Nambua, mid-road housing?
Because as I understand, a notice have been given for them to vacate.
Yes.
I think
in September
last year they were supposed to have all left. And then an extension was given.
And now they've been declared squatters.
Interesting. And, that's the place, spotlights on that place at the moment. So plenty of things happening in Nambua. At the moment, a lot of... and then heightened after the death of Jone Tomuse is the assault.
Yes.
Alleged assault on officer's son, military officer's son.
Yes.
Who was taken into... And then a suspect was taken into custody. The lawyer took the suspect into custody. They... voluntarily surrendered themselves. And then the allegations was made. MaiTV
got the story.
And the lawyer spoke out saying that the military officers tried to take him.
And then what happened? The police came back and said...
They said no, but there's allegations that they actually barged in. The police officially continue to say that no, they have not received the report, but they have not denied that the incident happened. They've said that if someone wants to file a report, they're free to file a report. But so I mean, the lawyer has, Sevuloni Valenitabua has spoke out saying, look, there's no state of emergency. There's a constitution in place for the law. But I keep saying there's a lot of support for the military right now, and it's come down to people wanting this drug issue.
They just want action.
Action effectively
They've
happen.
been calling for effective action.
And we've got to emphasize that you've always got to do it within the law.
You have to.
Yes, because otherwise we move into another dangerous territory that even as much as we may support, personally what the military, targeting, forcefully fighting drugs, we are governed by a constitution and rules and laws that guide our behavior. Because it's been written by people to protect everyone.
That's right. Yeah. Everyone, no matter what you've done, where you live, the color of your skin, anything.
Yes.
You have rights under the law.
Yeah.
Well, as Stanley has mentioned earlier, the Constitution Review Commission is holding consultations in Laos at the moment, and MaiTV journalist Ilaitia Ravuwai was able to speak with Commission Chair Sevuloni Valenitabua early this morning. So let's take a look at that now.
Good morning, Mr. Valenitabua. I am Ilaitia from MaiTV. My question this morning to you is, what are some of the things coming through your consultations in the Lao group this week?
Thank you, Lai. Good morning to you and good morning to listeners this morning or whenever this is going to be broadcast. The team is now at Vivian. Behind me in the background is Tarukua village. So we're having sessions here this morning as a matter of introduction. We have covered Pulanga, Kambara, Move, Oneata, and Lakemba. And like I said, we will be in Vivia today. Issues that have arisen. First, GCC to be reinstated into the Constitution with their powers defined. Secondly, the Senate is to be reintroduced to be the upper house of Parliament. That is to be introduced into the Constitution. Thirdly, the constituencies has to be the multi-constituency electoral system is to be reintroduced into the Constitution. We are to do away, it has been suggested to us that we are to do away with the national constituency, one constituency that we now have. The other things that have cropped up, voting age to be increased from 18 to 21. The voting, the electoral system in the matter of counting. It has been suggested to us that the easiest way to do it, and we understand, was the one that was done before. That is the simple majority. And other matters have been introduced to us or have been suggested to us in relation to the constitutional secular state to be removed, Fiji to become a Christian state, the name Fijian is to be for Itaukes only, and all those other issues which affect us. One of the more important, one of the two issues which have come up are the ownership of land and ownership of fishing areas. It has been recommended that land ownership to be reverted to the Taukes, or the native owners of the country, and that the fishing areas are to be returned to the native owners also. As we know, areas are owned by government at this point in time.
Mr.
Over to you.
Valenitabua, where are you scheduled today and the weekend, sir?
Today we will be having this consultation here in Ilaitia at Tarakua village. So we are now both at Tarakua village, and we'll be disembarking at about 9:30 and attending to the consultations ashore. After the via, we will travel up to Banuve. We're going to sail to Banuve to have consultations there tomorrow on Saturday. Then after Banuve, we'll head down south again. And on Tuesday, we might be in Matuku. And then from Matuku to the Lomaibiti groups.
And your fellow commissioners on that are in the part that's with Dr. Fatiaki, where are they also, sir?
Dr. Fatiaki is the leading team 2 of the commission. We split up. Team 1 is with me, and team 2 is with Dr. Fatiaki. They traveled to Mbenga and Overlau, and will travel to Kandavu on Monday. After which we will all meet up in Savusavu. As for us, we'll finish off with Lomaibiti and then return to Suva. We'll then all go to Banuve. So teams 1 and 2 will cover the whole of Banuve from Monday, the following week. That would be the 18th, I believe.
Thank you so much, Mr. Valenitabua, for your time, and I wish your team good luck.
Thank you.
Wow, that's quite an effort. I'm
Yes.
impressed with all that moving around.
Exactly. Getting to all the islands,
Matuku, and then another group going to Mbenga,
Yeah.
and what was the other place? Kandavu.
And then they're going to make their way all the way to Savusavu.
Everyone always meets up in Savusavu.
Oh boy.
And then Banuve the next week.
As soon as he said Savusavu, I just went, oh
I had
no.
to say, everyone's going to catch up there. But, I'm not surprised with the issues that they're bringing up at the rural.
Actually, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that they went down, they went to all the islands and they got all of this. So what did they discuss? GCC?
It's the traditional Itoke conservative issues. Because these things are really strong in these rural areas. Christian state, for instance.
Christian state, yes.
We both grew up in rural areas, and that's a very strong mainstay of the culture there. Now, how do we, give me the freedom, but also take care of this, this strong fundamental belief. I think is a balance that they have to take.
Yes.
Obviously, GCC, they want to include it in the constitution.
And they want what they can and cannot do, clearly stated in the constitution.
Yeah. Land, obviously.
Yes.
Land rights, fishing rights.
Fishing.
I actually saw an article where the complaint was that locals not allowed to fish or enter some areas, while foreign vessels are operating freely.
I saw that article too. Yes.
So that so some interesting points coming up.
It is.
And obviously the Fijian name.
And we'll come back to that.
So I think unsurprising issues. These are issues have been there. I know, like the Christian state, the land, the fishing rights, all from the first time I followed the Constitution debate from 1990 and 1997 and 2013.
And it is now 2026.
Now it's going to be happening.
Yeah.
Ilaitia Ravuwai also spoke with Sosiveta Koroibiau from the Fiji Sun, who is covering the consultations. Let's take a look at that interview now.
Sosi, you've been on the ground the last week. What have you been hearing?
Thank you, Lai. Good morning to you and also to the viewers on MaiTV. These past few days has been an extensive consultation just to be part of the Constitutional Review Commissioners and also with their team. One of the highlights we've been hearing is the protection of Itoke rights. I'm aware that the Constitution has that embodied in the current 2013 Constitution, but majority of these villages that we have visited, particularly in Nassau, More, here in Laos, they are calling in for the Ingolingoli rights. Made reference to the 2013 Constitution, it has embodied in the current 2013 Constitution, but they need a clear direction as to who owns these Ingolingoli rights. Apart from that, they are calling in for the return of the GCC. I'm aware that the GCC has been established, but they just want a stronger regulation in terms of the protection of the whole GCC body. Now, the GCC plays a vital role here back in the Lao group, where they have chiefs who wants to air their concerns not only within the GCC body, but to the government as a whole. Now, they're calling in the GCC to appoint the president. I'm aware that the current 2013 Constitution only lies within the parliament. The parliament decides who gets the president's seat. Now, we've been hearing talks not only in Nassau, Modilao, we've been hearing talks in Pulanga. Yesterday, we were in Lakamba. Similar sentiments were shared by villagers to bring back the GCC, restore the power of GCC, and also the ownership around GCC in appointing the president. Apart from that, one of the major highlights was to bring back corporal punishment. We've been hearing from villages, especially women and also men, particularly in Pulanga. They have mentioned that the behavioral change in particularly children and youth has become a barrier for parents to discipline their child. Fiji has signed a human rights convention in protection of a child, which we have signed, and also the current 2030 Constitution does not allow harm to any children for corporal punishment. This is not only within our schools, but within our homes too. Particularly parents here in the Lao group, they are calling into the return of corporal punishment because they feel the need don't discipline our kids at a younger age. We have seen what they mentioned is the problems have arisen when they are not disciplined at a young age. It becomes a barrier for them to discipline them when they get older. So these are some highlights the past few days here in the Lao group.
Thank you, Sosi, and I hope you enjoy being part of the team this morning, and happy public consultation to you.
Well, he basically reflected, shared some of the thoughts that we have. On the issues at stake. I mean, the remote islands, very basic Christianity.
Yes.
Itoke rights. discipline, communal interest over the individual. Here, I mean, in the urban areas, I think we're emphasizing a lot of individual rights.
Individual, yes.
But in areas like that where communal rights traditionally is where they feel they're protected. Other thoughts on corporal punishment, for instance.
The moment they brought that up, I just,
Yeah, and it's easy for us to sometimes here in the city to dismiss those.
That is true.
But these are people who are looking at trying to. This is the way they think that they can protect themselves. So we must take these views seriously, and really emphasize or create awareness, understanding in moving forward.
That's just
because I think sometimes some move forward and some people are holding back, and they're getting very.
They're afraid of moving forward. They're afraid of change.
Afraid of change.
If they don't understand. Again,
and they
speaking about awareness.
They sing all these things they sing on social. They're on social media now. They sing all this behavior by children on social media, and they saying, like this is what's the result of giving kids too much, not disciplining. So these are the issues that I think more conversation needs to be held about how we address it, because some of these are real issues that they're facing.
Yes, it is. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break. But before that, check out this quick and easy recipe from the great people at Extra Supermarket.
Bull and welcome back to Extra Quick. Today we're making a quick and nutritious meal, egg and veggie scramble. Start by chopping your vegetables into small pieces so they cook quickly and evenly. This dish is packed with protein from the eggs and loaded with vegetables for added vitamins and fiber. Heat a small amount of cooking oil in a pan over medium heat. Add the vegetables and saute until slightly tender and fragrant. Now add the eggs straight into the pan and scramble everything together, mixing the eggs evenly with the vegetables. Egg and veggie scramble.
Welcome back. You're watching The Brunch on MaiTV. Around 2 p.m. on April 22nd, 2026, 9 fishermen left the Vathuanga Bridge for what was meant to be a routine overnight fishing trip. By dawn, severe weather had engulfed Fiji's waters, with hurricane-like winds, heavy rain and near-zero visibility reported at sea.
When the boat failed to return, families raised the alarm, pleading for an urgent search as hours turned into days. According to relatives, a continuation and confusion and delays followed the reports between authorities while loved ones waited desperately for answers.
6 days later, on April 28, the vessel was found submerged in waters between Solo and Suva, but the 9 men on board were never located.
Now, as families prepare for a memorial service on May 9th, which is tomorrow, one father continues to hold on to hope that his son and the others may still be alive.
MaiTV's Lusi Banuve spoke with Iosefo Baleinatuvu yesterday, who recounts the events of that tragic day his son Savenaca Sokimi left home and never returned.
Saya Iosefo Baleinatuvu. Mai patulelo korlo mai bichi. Au sama I wati kitungo no nuku. Dede mengo no karsa ulu nyambaki. Mengo mai wati kitungo no nuku isupa. Plani nakili mpaka mpaka ni toki misuwa na maingara vivuli tu. Ayo siaka na daga binaka kima metu na matali bona bango. Ratu kina vale. Era ratu kina mbula. Sama nyingara vitu na itabingo. Ni vangara mbula ni bisi nga nango liwai. Mai nango kitu tanto mekini suwa. Zakatu na liwai mea da mbula tena matabuale iyo. Ano ko ningi royado misuwa ro mai buli. Manisira na talaga nabikababuli. Sama ni mailing at alito ni Bingara Bibiyaw Ibal. Pero tamana to na dadang. O Savenaca Sokimi. Kila ni natungkol kaya tamba to ngay murgo. O nung gudaro. Ayan. Nonongon yung tabi to ngay sa gugo. Ito ito nonongon. Nongo. Ayan. Kila ni kasa tamataraw to talaga. Bularo total to ning garabi matabubal. Total to man na bagi ning garabi matabubal. Via rusum kaji total to man na bagi na bagi ko. O Savenaca Sokimi. Akan ba na ka agak balilay. Asya ni badan siya to ibo ba? Sa to na kay ko sama ni nanu mo to may sama ito man to na liway. So sama ila ko tiway. Basar na nung wala manon talilay. Sama ni may ndrito ko ay to lanje batang tanawanga. Nung to lanje batang tanawanga. Sa baka kimay misando baka chundo na bisibi sando na katigwan. Ade kalile mo na ika bati ay sa ni ka to bata to.
Nirani pa madala takanga na tubo-tubo ni non ratula ko na singa ya. Na laba na tubo-tubo balen balat non ratula ko. Rtunir tundula ko iwai. Do laba na kanan dende.
Wala ka na tubo-tubo ni wala ba na siya. Tondo bimbi na kabi. Kala ni lao kede wa isu baba tunga ya bimbi na kabi le sumanya matalilay. Bimbi na kabi le sumanya matalilay. Kala ni singa ya. Bebe ro na kalo ko kasaya like. Au gian ramai na mo de, au ta butong ai gian ramai. Sari lo na ya ro na kalo. Au ta ro ni to na sara o so ki sala ko to ko so ki ni sala ko wai. Iyo. Motia na kabini singa au ta ngoli wai. Ngol ta ngai wai ki tu ngoli tu ai jalan la ka ngo. Bo ko konjira to nan ragi na bungin singa. Mele ya do bana ya ya na bana kalau ko matalay. Satu sartungan kana fete lagi na ko kuani karo sarangan ni samdana lagi lama satu si matalay lang siya. Ya sa talangi bin na uza. Ang sabi ko din naman dapat ito nung gulala yung talent ako, pati na berto man na, mau din na yung dito naman. Meron kita pikir lagi kita dito. Na kung kamuda na siya, buto, ya luso. Tingko nyo kung buto ya luso ba, kila kiso ba yan? Nang buto ni Mantalilea, wala ka ka. Nakatuanan lagi, may liya wasaran sa kanabat nararan. Kito sa atas wata may wangka. Sesuatu mewangga kita main kami tinawa kan itu angka kasama mama tu. Tuwa na kami lolo mengge itu kita tu semai. Iyo itu jangan bitinawa kan yang tangga mama tu ya. Asa kasat ko betul ng kilala. Sa wala na ko merto ta ko semai kini kan ala ko tandak. Ya ni rota tu na 85. Pon. Kita game bimbi cuma jadi dak ko sa di mama na bitu. Sa kabir to doon merta pasi siya to sa wala kasat nga ko. Ayan, restaurant rakin na siya. Kaya kay mimbi man na pa. Nangol kaya kanta bu doon mimbi na ko niya tulo pa. Mimbi na ko niya meta ko sa minono, 5 ono at ako sa milom. Sa libito na kalo ko sa kamang sa apu na uwar to sa tawon na lao tumingo. Sa misin din. Sa pagkilasa na. Ada banyak kita mimpi kita lama itu lama. Nanti kita lagi kita ketemu. Mimpi kumpulan ko may wala mikir, rente talaga dito sa kami. Napa may ya, Banuve. May wawatak walay nawawi patuag. Tumber may sali o tinawal. Sali may wal. Wala may untabo tungay ke. Ali o ruakalo ko sayan ramay. Nung kan ramai orang na ya sembarang tahu kio satu sembarang baru tu. Kalau nito na ko yo to sembarang mai. Sa ungge sara na lumango sa tara na telefonyo unggi dito kinwang. Kang kasi ato sembar nga may. Kaya sa ko na naman balik dito. Kasar ko sa wala dito tingan ko no bisa. Okay ko sinton don mo wala dito no bisa wala ko birto. Wala ko kin. Dito ko na kin. Kasi sa wala dito ko may binong ko report. Notsa of tay ko sa ndo sa angir dito sa na dion do bito. Tuan sa rongo dito ni tutung ko na wali beli ko. Ang giri dito. Ringo minit tuga. Ako sa warta sa mga kino, kere-kere. Ako sa kere-kere bisa nga, sa bisa tani wari po tani tukutungo. Nawang kang ulikan, tabu na ano, sember niya naman doon, may sayado kimay, kembala usar na may adaman natin. Yung ka sa utin na rongor sember, may ukulan sa anton na lang, sa tigiwas-wasang. Kasaro to, yukit sa ato rin ang mugit. Wawata man sa balilay. Wawata ka balilay, ha. Gila kemalan kita sa Inggris timur tu 6 buah. Ni waragi kita, kemudian ni wala station 6 buah, kamu lihat apa? Saya may tori mandano mo tukutuk. Ako sa ambil to chino kutuk may totong. Sangge kamor tu mo awat man tabal to barong bas kami. Narto no waragi to ya tongin basin tumi ke sabi biang unsa tengah bang.
E que me sengi na vital não goda que na vida.
Na rona kalo ko sengi certo kin na do bitu. Rona kalo ko sengi. Sabi bang kortong jatu menombo sangi to ya mai. Au sangi me Ilaitia ni cukup ko pas tan ko nambo. Ya me tarai mandan ko cukup ba mena. Kayo ba madal ta chuno ko interview sa o chi, ba ko interview sa o chi ba madal ta chi na. Na kena nanu me talamin ko me bang ko nambo. Norto na po ba ni sa ambian na namba ko na di ontol bitor ton beta chuma yo no mon sa ya to kan ni sa bangkara sa na iwalin nila ako. Ocho sang gigir to kinwan ka tali to kinwan korto na me pas uci pas kawal na yo kita na bangkan. Ang kita bertuai ingko na lang kay won na lang ko ingko tan. Tong among ko sa tanan ka, won na tong balik. Iya. Aman siya nga ni di ruto may sulit-sulit ke berto na tambatada nyo bisa to na wala man ang buah. Kita may vital no. Kalau lagi mo situ ni rong gitu ko nakita. Rong gi vital tarale si may biyaw. No to kita vital no sara ken no to ngola sa tal na vital tarale da botin ko. Ayo ang gi kiri to tal trila di ondo bitu singa sa mamay. Tanggil lang ang telefoni. Ang ganito ito tinambuha, sindo tarmay. Tanggil lang ang telefoni. May adaw sarti naman sa kontag may berto na nevi. Tanggil ito tinamay.
Welcome back. You're watching The Brunch on MaiTV.
Yes, I'm Stanley Simpson, and this is Jacquee Speight with me. Now, some really interesting revelations.
Yes.
Well, the first thing that struck me was, man having to take that risk to go out at sea. Kandavu waters is not, it's open waters. You
Yes,
cross
it is.
to get there, and then you sit in the reefs. So there's a lot of risk being taken for people to survive and earn a living, especially that community in Vatuanga.
And in that weather.
And secondly was the way he was talking about the knowledge of the sea and how they the waves and what time the boat's supposed to. He felt the boat was supposed to come until he felt, hey, these guys are probably facing some rough waves. But the key thing, the big important point that was raised was the response from
time.
From the emergency, the call from 911 to 911. 917.
917?
He said it stayed there for a while, then it came to Nambua, and they did it on it. That's his allegation, and that it took 48 hours until the search and rescue was actually launched. Exactly. That's quite concerning.
That is.
That was the critical window, I felt. So I think there's got to be some review about how we respond, or whether people are taking this this call seriously.
That's the other thing too. Yeah.
As soon as
That's not the first one. There was another one that happened at GPH was it last month? Same thing. The response time was really bad trying to get hold of emergency services.
Yes.
And now this has
So
come
there's
up.
really got to be, I think, across the board,
Yeah.
how we respond to emergencies. The way he's saying, when he called it 917, he felt it straight away. He thought that it's activated,
Yeah.
that they would come. And he's raised some concerns about people calling, promising to call him back, and it never happened. So there's a second part to this interview that we're going to play now, and let's just continue with that before we review what's been said.
Ortonge ngirme nangona da bekem nina Navy.
Tarani ortonge ngirita cuma ina singa warumbuka.
Kono warumbuk ngasing jiwa cinggo.
Sana warumbuka ni. Tange ngirita cuma nyuta wangangara cuma. Amatan wangangara warumbuka Ravuwai kita ngirita cuma. Singa tambu. Singa moni ti orto sanging wala mai. Orto mai kau cau sarikin, orto balik wal tinggorilan. Orang yang ambil tangan mereka, kita sana bekerja dalam meni wasa-wasa. Iya. Mereka waktu main sama Lorena wangka. Jauh longu. Itu tensar na baru ni vital au singgam ai. Au singgam ai lah benda. Bata na mesin itu betul tak ya? Sama-sama sana na guna lori was-was ko. Sama-sama sana. Ada ba kitong kising redaro kina nawang ka. Bata na sana itu bikin na pangangar ay majuang king wala dak mai. Kami ngoli sumbutan na pangangar. May ada mana singa moniti au itu tak ya? Singa moniti. Ocho chini di nakab ni bukan nakab na helikopter. Yang murah sebesar nampak dia le entar tak calang mai ibu bara ibu na niya mai wala dak mai. Lah basi lori kin nawang ka kem kai dir cinta pun. Au sa antu kata kasar ngana mengkai lori nawang kana singa. Ni tungai lolo mai. Anda vital na viva korumita ke. Betul mesin tu betul lah singa kai pun tu. Mereka maya, ayah unik lava, jangan boleh nunggu terus. Saya kena dia nak lalu leisar. Aku kira juga makan dua anak Ravuwai. Kuanya uci turun nasi, apa nasi, lima nasi, seorang nasi. Semata untuk anak aku ni kalau tu tak kau cigo, ya longgu bambu tu cina kena ramai. Ya mereka mengo sahaja dia mengo nak kau ni malah salah. Nelong hindi cikumi kita no sota nambol na. Kita no mesota. Sara ni nagia malum tuna yango. Yang yalo na uto cikwa ni rawata. Ina tambin darwan.
Orto samai bareta ketika na Navy bidan singa sawat ini sana mai OTT kona norto bangkangara. Samai barita kembali ke meni, sa dapat nanu meni bakasa meni samai barita ke meni na itu kutuk ya.
Kita antar bicu abu boleh calon singa. Atau sampai main dona lagu. Atau sampai mai. Nyata durmai vale, satu itu nyata durmai vale. Karena ya lo yang mendan ya lo ke lande. Lande saranga nyu kila nyu rai tu lauk tu mai. Ai tu dah ko sana mai ronga dongo. Ya. Na elong tu tu kai tu ngani tu saat ko. Tu la dengan mai tu rumai loma. Tamen zambe. Asa kinta bagar tu sar. Kinta bagar tu kera sana mata bubale me mata bangalu balai. Mesoni mandan nangon bertonton tu bulan. Saya orang tu cukup tu mungkin saya tahu lain lagi norte alumai. Sampai bertengok mana ni sa lawan norte. Ni lawan norte banggar. Sa lori tu nawangka. Sampai dapat lawan norte banggar nasinya tarap. Sulen tana yalo mimbita lelo mani matubal. Ako na bitangi biau. Ako na bitanga upakasama takina. Sani yalo luturauti na nangko kilairu tutu na tamatartulak ko. At tamatartulak ko, yan ito matubal. Kaya baka takamandahan doon na bibis yun nungko na bakasama kina na bibis. Hindi ay pipalapin na kartulak. Lezi sa tamatay ko kunin tumatubal at tulad. Sini gambat salkin ni Ravuwai. Ayo nung kumanan tuan yerto na kerto lang kan tuan kartu na kami bulan ay bono. Nung kailan ito uji. Ya saya kami ko sambal awuro to chuan na norto yan. Kasi kan madalo tibo o na raw yerto nakaba yerto na lambisi. Salah mulai rering tunggu. Ya mereka ko sa tubuh-tubuh cerita na matubal. Tubuh-tubuh matubal kita lebih tartar menyan itu tambahin itu gitu rewanga. Sana dah anda kan tu bi bananun nasi ngawaro ingo. Ya kalau kita lakukan itu terambet. Sabar jauh kaya sendiri kan tanah misalnya bimbulu sih bisa tanah kini saya. Sudah terus dan ayah lo kuku tali, sanggih banjir teguk tali ni siang yang dua. Ele pun tamat itu kan dua pasti tu kiau, nabi tu kau ni yalong ko, ni tu naran rawa tu macam basic. Okai ya bifada Sahla kementang kangen di matubal saharun nama lau minggu, atau betinggo kena katul. Sahla kementang mereka kena patah kalau tu pernah mungkin betul itu memburu
Okay.
Ya kerto nang kaitan berto sa nang kaitan dengan daluno. Kerto nang basik menjonor to nang basik masa nanu madama tabubal. Kaya cucu sa dili cuma tabubal nang ono.
Do talangan itu bembekar to sambil itu kan mata boleh wai membeleta na.
Ewa sana numi meta kana kan ko Singapura yo. Tuan sabi tartaro betul na mati Banuve sa kertu me wanjo terbeti komandan tuan itu kerker ni bubal. Kera ni ipayo takola. Kera ni pa katain doon ng tuwang. Me gua bata kikitu na yalo ni ngumusitungo. Yalo ni kera ni pa katain doon ng tuwang. Sa may zaba na banggar. Ni sana kertu vivananun. Meron kitumbol yung betin doon na salu-salu si narito subutusin kau. Ito bitang natin na singalewang ko ito taringal tiyo kayo. Kailan yung na salu-salu na butusin kau ipunada ko. Una sarang na una numatinggo niya ito may langka kina naging mama kay solo bata kay Suva. Kaya hindi kaya na salu-salu ko. Itong kay Banji tak may view kita sabitar tarman ito na waterfall. Narto nung gitu na lister men kan mama ya kita sawada to ni tani ni barang tu menau kang i Fiji Sun ni sa fambe otimai ni mai watana nam ni lola mai na visiko klani ke nessa sember ni atani bikemuni ni tutungo ni Singapura na dati na kento patakakan dati ngai nanuk ni titu ngo buna ni sa ndalo ni sa fambe otimikina na tarawatal tumando na kere bicara ramba, klani musingo kita usiakan ina kita babal. Ada wasuri tu nak anggo sama ya tu kita merna lingan jojo na maramango. Tigo na solusi lalai, tigo na ngoni puli. Tigo irse kuni tagitigo. Na warau kani ni tigo ni narau ni nambiwan. Sawana numa tigo membiun dana kaunde. Kera ni da big tu mendayan donan dola. Orang mereka lagi botai berna bitin ni tinggo. Bila tu na cincin kita waktu kita lihat juga. Yang dua ngai sani bawa tengok dia bulit avenue. Dan bukan dia ada. Tidak ni ngone kedet. Rabat taman ngone kedet. Kon satu na bonu ni. Ina naran ni redaban bimbi wati tombu. Apa nanango.
That was a powerful statement by the dad. They're still believing
that they will come home.
Still believing that they will come home. And and the hope, that I mean, he said that those young men that were out there, very strong, they cannot believe that they've gone.
Yeah.
But the sea is a powerful natural
It
element.
really is,
Yeah.
yes.
But I keep thinking back of the two days where the search of rescue could have happened.
Yep.
Could
And
have
like you said,
made a
critical-
difference.
Yes, critical window.
Critical window that was there. So they're having their memorial service out at sea on a Navy ship tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And he's also, I think the funeral is at Nanuku, at the settlement at Watuanga. And they're calling for any support that they'll have, and we'll try and put a number up for
Yeah.
people who can contribute on that. Eh?
Yep. Well, we'll be back right after this short break, but first we'll join Alphonsus with some of the great products at Extra Supermarket.
Bolo Fiji, I'm at Lautoka Extra Supermarket, where value, freshness and variety come together every time you shop. Let's go check out what they have in store. Now first up, feel fresh all day with the Irish Spring Soap range. From original clean and aloe mist to icy blast, active scrub, moisture blast and even bold scents like Icelandic and Saharan. There's a bar for everyone. Available in 2-packs, 3-packs, 6-packs and 8-packs. It's perfect for stocking up the whole household. Long-lasting freshness, great smelling scents and that classic clean feeling every time. Now next up, grab yourself a quick refreshment with Joe's Classics 350ml range. Choose from tasty options like 7 fruits, apple and blackcurrant, green smoothie, mango and banana, orange and pineapple. Now this is perfect for busy days, lunch boxes or a quick pick-me-up anytime you want something refreshing. Next up, bring flavor to your kitchen with Penfield Olive Premium products. The Penfield Olives Extra Virgin Oil 3 liter is perfect for cooking, roasting, and adding a rich finishing touch to your favorite dishes. Now, with rich and amazing flavors, Penfield Olives is sure to elevate your next meal. More variety, more value, and more reasons to shop smart. Everything you need is right here at Extra Supermarket.
Welcome back. You're watching the Brunch on MaiTV. Jacquee, some serious issues
Yes.
we were addressing today. Constitution Review Commission, and
Yep.
that was a heavy interview by Lusi. I think Lusi did really well with that interview.
She really did, yes.
Conversing with the father of one of the men who went missing out at sea. But trying to break the mood, the quizzes are now into the weekend. We've got who?
Jone Tomuse,
Yeah.
joining us live now to tell us what's good at the supermarket.
Good morning, Stanley and Jacquee. Yes, I'm here at the heart of the capital city, the Suva Municipal Market. Vendors here have been up early this morning setting up their local produce, fresh vegetables, seafood, root crops, and fruits. I know this weekend is Mother's Day, for the commercial Mother's Day, and probably you're planning to make a special lovo, probably top tea for your mom this Sunday. There's fresh dalo there. Dalo for just $25. And yeah, I mean, one thing that I truly love about the supermarket is probably the culture and the community spirit. Everything here is fresh, affordable, straight from the hardworking farmers and fishermen to you. I'm here with my dear friend Annie. Annie, what do you have for us this morning?
What we have here is nama,
Oh, we have some nama here. Fresh nama,
fresh nama, kokonda,
some kokonda, yeah,
tuna,
tuna, and a mixture of lumi. This is something new, fresh, only here at the supermarket.
all local produce.
All local produce, and we have some palusami right here. Well, from the fresh produce from these local farmers to delicious local food as well. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's a beautiful morning right here from the Suva Municipal Market. Jacquee said.
Yeah, rubbing it in, eh?
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's down there. He showing us all this lovely food, and then he never brings anything
I
back
nev-
for us.
never
I
get-
never see anything.
But I never get tired of that food that he's showing. It's
That
just
is true.
every day.
Every day,
I can have
yes.
it.
We're
sort
very
of like-
blessed to live in
we
a
are
country with
blessed,
abundant supply of it. Very, very blessed. Well, take a look now at our shot of the day. And this was sent in by Jim Russell, a beautifully captured night shot of the most beautiful town in the... Who told me to say these lines?
Savu
It says Savu
Savu town.
Oh, no.
That's beautiful. Now, if you have a picture or video you'd like featured on the show, please send it on to the MaiTV Facebook page or email brunch@maitvfiji.com.
And to our poll results now. We had asked, should the military be involved in the fight against drugs, or should that be left to the police? And this is how the public has responded. It's coming up on the screen. 92%
I'm not surprised at all.
said yes.
I'm not
8% said
surprised
no.
at all. That's just the feeling that's there right now.
Yeah, no. The 8% said no. This should continue to be a police responsibility. Well, this week we're asking,
how would you rate the current effectiveness of the police and military partnership in tackling drug trafficking in your community? So this is last week was, should they be involved?
yes.
This one is how
How
effective
do
has
you-
it been?
Exactly. Is it very effective, somewhat effective, or ineffective? And to let us know what you think, follow us on Facebook and participate in our poll question that is pinned at the top of the MaiTV Facebook page.
That's all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed the show.
And thank you for joining us for the brunch. I'm Jacquee Speight.
And I'm Stanley Simpson. Have a great weekend.